Ryan Snoddon been in the Weather Center all weekend, back again for us tonight. Hi, Ryan.
Yes, that storm had you working pretty hard and still with the fallout.
Yeah, absolutely. Still tracking kind of the numbers of this and, seeing the impacts in places like Lunenburg. I know it wasn't Fiona, wasn't expected to be Fiona, not Dorian, but, did hit hard in some places, especially along the coast, Tom and Amy. And we'll take a little look back here. As you can see with Lee, again, tracking in case you missed it, did make landfall Long Island, just off Digby Neck along the coast of the Bay of Fundy. And yes, blew through here very slowly, and that was one of the reasons why the impacts were so great in terms of the winds, just the relentlessness of those winds. Now the track, the timing actually played out pretty close to forecast in terms of those impacts. We were expecting the 50 to 100 millimeters again along and to the left of that track, and that is indeed what for the most part fell. A couple of amounts here, 121 in terms of millimeters of rain in Fredericton. We did have localized flooding through this corridor. And again, the strongest winds along and certainly to the right of that track. And yes, Lunenburg 109. And again, we did see those coastal impacts where those winds were really blowing those big crashing waves, 15 to 20 foot waves crashing in along the coast. So obviously, that plus the high water levels, it did have an impact along the coast. The top gust, by the way, was at the airport, 117 kilometers per hour. The rest of the Halifax area along the coastline gusting in the 95 to 104 range. And we even had some pretty good gusts here up towards the northern and eastern parts of the province. Widespread gusts here in the 70 to 80 kilometer per hour range with some gusts upwards of 90 to even 100 along closer parts of the coast. So now everybody asking, okay, so are we done? Well, nothing imminent. Nigel, that's a fish storm as we stay. Watching this area, 70% chance of development here over the next 7 days and a 30% chance of development within this region. But as we said, Nigel is going to do that hard right turn. That won't be an issue. So in the short term, nothing imminent. In the next 7 to 10 days, not seeing anything. But of course, the season is long. And yes, we are basically still in the heart of the season here, starting to come down, starting to see the light at the tunnel, but we're not quite out of the woods yet, Tom and Amy, so obviously fingers and toes crossed here for the next few weeks.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Okay, Ryan, we'll chat a little later.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.